Hey guys, this is part 2 of my series, You Don't Have to Pay for TV, or at least that much. I want to talk a little bit today about Tablo, and this integrates basically all by itself. There is no integration actually at all. It just simply plugs into a hard drive and plugs into your antenna, and that's it. Now, there are new versions out there. This is basically version 1 that I personally own. Version 1 with a 4-tuner system. I'll talk a little bit about that. There are brand new ones out there that actually have hard drives built in, and a newer one that just came out that offers ability to watch actually 4K. A little bit about what I have. So version 1 with a 4-tuner basically allows you to have 4 tuners, which tuners means that you can watch 4 different things or do 4 different things at a time, and they're all independent. So I can watch live TV, record, or I can record, watch live TV, or anything that I want with 4 different channels doing 4 different things at the same time, which is wonderful. The device was only about $150 or so. The external hard drive I bought was a 1 terabyte USB powered hard drive, going strong 5-6 years or more. And I pay a $5 monthly subscription for the TV Guide service. Very easy to set up again. Now, if you watched part 1 of my series here, where I talked about Plex and the fact of how much I've saved because of this system, I took down my satellite dish. Originally, I put up an antenna behind my satellite dish, mounted right to the satellite dish, and then I eventually removed the satellite dish after I fell in love with the antenna and the lack of a bill, and have not looked back, basically. The great thing about it is it never turns off. It's always on, very low power. No one even knows it's on. It literally sits in an entertainment system in my basement that I have there, just always on. I have a battery backup on it just to make sure if the power goes out, it'll still record my shows for an hour or two, as if it really matters. But it truly is a wonderful little device that helps you save a lot of money. So one of the things that I wanted to show you, at least, was what it looks like, at least the interface. And now I'm recording this video very late at night while the baby's sleeping. So it's going to be clips here and there, so it might be a little bit jumbled, but I should have already have shown you what the box looks like. So I'm going to show you at least what it looks like as I do a quick recording from my iPad. So I just want to show you what that looks like here really quick. And it actually took me a second for this program to load up. Now, if you watch, and that's because I haven't used it in so long, because I've been using Plex with my HD home run. This looks kind of similar to what Plex looks like. So this is live, the live TV option that you see here right now. And it tells you this is what's on right now at 2 a.m. Again, I know it's late. My timing has been a little bit off lately, but again, as you can see here, 2 a.m., I can scroll over and I can see what's going on at 11 o'clock in the morning. And again, it's very quick. There's no jumbling around. Again, yeah, it does need to load here and there, but it's very quick. And as you can see, I have channel 3-1 all the way to 64.4. There are more channels. I purposely hide them. For an example, I got rid of Telemundo. You can select what channels you want to see, what you don't want to see. Again, I mentioned also my Plex video 14-1 and channels 42-1 doesn't really work for me, so I have those off. But again, I can go here and I have this set to record shows. This is really my backup right now, so that if my computer's down and it's not recording my TV shows, it will record here. So if I click here on recordings, it will show you again what I have set to record and at what times. And this is actually shows that have already been recorded. So I have Batwoman on here because it was associated with Flash and things like that. I actually haven't watched it. If you watch it, let me know if it's any good. I have a whole bunch of them. I haven't watched any of them, but I had it just in case there was a like a cross verse with Flash and things like that. But here you go. I can go to failed. I can go to manual recording. I can click on sporting and movies, and again TV shows that I have recorded, um, recent, and again all the shows. I can go here to the guide. Now this guide is basically everything that is on right now or soon to come on. Every show. It can go prime time channels, just TV shows, movies, sports. So if I say, hey, I'm a big sports guy, and as an example, I am not, if you know me at all. Um, uh, I can click here on NFL and see when the next game is. All right, the next show that I'll be able to see, because that's important, it has to be over the air, obviously, is the Cincinnati Bengals and Tennessee Titans on 46 on Saturday. I can record right here, and it'll automatically record it for me, and I can change. Do I want to have it record, 10 minutes, 20 minutes before? Maybe there's a pregame that I want to see, things like that. I can see what is scheduled, what days, what times. Again, you can see here I have Supergirl. I have some other things on here that all have to do with the Flash universe stuff to see what's going on. Some shows that whether or not I watch them or not, they record them. Doesn't matter because I can delete them. And then coming soon. What shows can I expect for it to record and when? Again, I have Wildcrats all here set to record for my kids. And again, this is mainly just a backup that I have. So if my computer's down for some reason, I can just pull them from the Tablo. Now, it doesn't happen very often. I think it's only happened one time, and that was because of my own fault. Um, but it's still recorded, even though it said that it didn't. And in any case, and I'm not going to click on the button to do it now just because I don't want to get in trouble for copyright. But basically, this is just like any other cable subscription. Okay, I click on one of these names here, it'll pop in that show, and I can hit play, pause, rewind, fast forward as long as I was on that channel at that time. I believe the pause will last for about an hour. And of course, you always just hit record, and it'll just record it, and then you don't have to worry about the hour time frame at that point because it'll just record for the entire episode. Now, it is a nice system to have. It's not foolproof. If there's a severe storm in the area or in the area of where the broadcast is coming from, there's a chance that the signal could go out. Obviously, if you don't have strong signal in an area, that's going to be a problem too. But for the fact that you can buy a little box that's not much bigger than my cell phone, that I hook up to an antenna. I know people that have an antenna sitting in their window in a laundry room. Versus me, I have a small antenna, looks like an X that's sitting on top of my roof. It looks like a satellite dish to a degree, and anything does not different than having a dish network or a DirecTV satellite dish on your roof. Or some people actually put them in their attic and get fine signal. Everyone's different. But again, it's one of those things where I pay $5 a month just so I can have the option to use this TV guide that you're seeing here. That screen looks exactly the same on Roku. It's very intuitive, very easy to use. You turn it on, I can go right to my recorded shows, and you can set it however you want. Every time I turn it on, do I want to go right to recordings? Do I want to go right to live TV? What do I want it to do? I have it set to go right to the recordings because I don't watch live TV very often. But you know what? You want to watch the game? Sure, it'll be 10 to 15 seconds delayed from watching a live show, but that's because it has to buffer, record a little bit of the show, so that way if the signal goes in or out, it'll have that ability to try to catch up a little bit or fix itself. And then it also gives the ability to, again, hit pause and play and rewind and things like that. And it's a great option to have, and it's nothing extra, just $5 a month for the TV guide, and that allows you to, again, have 2 weeks of TV guide and to record series rather than having to say, okay, I know that my show starts at 9 o'clock on Wednesday every day. Yes, you can do that, but what happens if the show gets pushed to be later because of a special event? Or a lot of my shows, like you saw, are on a winter break. There's no airings. Well, do you really want to record something random at 9 o'clock at night on a Wednesday, every Wednesday? No. it's gonna be, it's a waste of hard drive space. Yeah, you can go and delete it later. And the TV guide is free for, I think it's a 24 or 48 hour version of the TV guide is free, so you can always see if your show's going to be on that day. But for $5 a month, I don't care. Again, I do plan on eventually getting rid of it, and just going along with not having to worry about, okay, if the Plex is down, it's not working, so be it. But again, at the same time, for $5, it gives me a peace of mind that my wife isn't yelling at me that her favorite show wasn't recorded either on Plex or on Tablo. At least one of them is going to have it. And the nice thing is there are programs where I can actually pull in the video that was recorded on Tablo into Plex, so that way I can have it all within Plex for my wife. And I can do it all automatically, or I can do it manually. I currently have it set to manual, just because now that I have the HD home run, which will be in part 3 of my series here, the Tablo option with just pulling it in automatically is what I used to do before I bought myself a Tablo. I bought that as a Christmas gift for myself. I'm sorry, not Christmas, my birthday gift. I'm sorry. I got that as a birthday gift because I got a bunch of Amazon gift cards. It was on sale. Why not? And again, it took me maybe 10 minutes to hook it up, and just as easy as the Tablo. And that one I don't have to pay any subscription service for because it's all done through Plex. However, they do offer their own subscription service as well. So I would definitely tell you to definitely take a look at Tablo if you want something that's just a simple system where you just plug it in and it just works, and you can literally set it and forget it in a closet. Again, mine is in a little cubby in the basement, hooked up to the cable that runs all the way up into my attic, that eventually runs outside to my antenna. It's very easy. You forget that it's even there until you want to watch something, and then again, it just works. I've never had a problem with it ever. Ever. Other than severe storm and and I've had times where I knew it was recording, and I can see the lightning outside, and then maybe an hour later I turned on the TV show, and you can kind of time it, like, okay, I know that show came on at 9 and I saw lightning at 9:15. I know 15 minutes into watching that show and I see that they've got all pixelated and crazy looking. Okay, I know that's when there was a lightning strike outside, and that's why it didn't record a clear image. But that's, again, few and far between. Again, Tablo for $150 plus $50 for the hard drive, so again, $200 plus $5 a month, is a lot cheaper than what my payment was for DirecTV, which was between $70 to $90 a year, depending on what time of the promotion that I was at. And then if I wanted something local, I think it's they want $25 a month for local channels in my area. Again, granted, at $25 a month, it's hard. It takes longer to get to that point. But $25 a month does not include DVR. You have to add money to that. So I think all in all, it came to be like $30 or $40 a month to end up getting something similar to what I have now. And for $40 a month, it's basically a $35 difference. I make that money back pretty quick with my Tablo, and again, I've had it for over 7 years now. So something for you to think about. Try to save some money on. I did math in my last video and just showing just Tablo and so just getting rid of satellite. I've saved over $7,000, almost $7,600 in 7 years. And again, I'm pretty sure it's longer than that. So $7,500. And if you say, hey guy, you spent $200, okay, so I'm still at $7,300. All right, if it was $7,560 is what the dollar amount was. So so $73.60 is what I'm at. All right, well, plus another $5 a month, sure, I'll give you that. But in the end, I'm still at roughly about $7,000 in savings. So about $1,000 a year is what I'm saving on my TV bill. and for the fact that we only watch 2 or 3 shows. And as you can see, they're all local. Most of the show, every show that you see there is over the air, free to watch. Free, FREE, free to watch, as long as you have an antenna that can get those signals. Um, sure, my wife can't watch MTV shows or Bravo or whatever else she watches. That's what we used to have Sling for. But at $60 a month, she literally watched 3 shows at $60 a month. Um, in the end, when she realized that, she said, "Hey, this doesn't make sense. Why are you spending that much money just for these 3 shows? I can live without them." We're trying to get Hulu, but so she can watch them after the fact. But those shows are not even recently put on there, so it's not even a point. But again, I personally don't care. I only watch the shows that you saw there that are recorded. So to me, it doesn't bother me whatsoever. I'm not a big TV show person or TV person. I watch my shows that are on my main prime channels, and that's it. And if you are too, why are you spending so much money? So hopefully this helps you out. This honestly is very near and dear to my heart. My grandparents, God rest their souls, they were paying $80 a year for local channels for 2 TVs for years, and no one knew because they paid their bills and no one asked. And they paid $80 a year for 2 TVs, again, for local channels only, and they were in their mid-80s. And in my opinion, that's robbery. How are you gonna let somebody have, just so they can see the local news, pay $80 when they're in poverty, basically. So the fact that they could have had an antenna sitting on top of their roof, and paid nothing to watch what they would watch, is crazy to me. Luckily, my other grandparents, on my father's side, they live just over the bridge, or just over the river, in New Jersey, and they have had an antenna their entire lives. Never got cable. We joke with them that they can't even FaceTime with us or anything like that. But they can. They have every channel that they want to watch all for free with a little piece of paper antenna that sticks to their window, and only that is only because they decided to move their TV, to another wall. They used to have little rabbit ears on one side of the house, and it was perfectly fine. They saw their channels. They got a different type of TV, and they had to move it, and they got this other antenna that's okay, as long as it, you check it. Every once in a while you gotta move it just a little bit, because of the type of windows they have. But in any case, they don't pay a bill either. I mean, and they're in their mid-80s, almost 90s. They've never paid a cable bill. So again, us people here that think that we have to be the coolest people in the world, to have all these channels, and we don't watch 99% of them. Again, I watched 3 channels, and I was paying $90 a month for DirecTV. So in any case, hopefully this makes you think twice about what you're doing when it comes to your TV option. Again, it's a little bit more of a rant than a review, I guess. But again, I just wanted to make sure that I told you a little bit about how I'm saving money. Again, this is called Tablo. Very, very small system that is basically all in one. You don't have to worry about anything as long as you have like a Roku in your house or an Amazon Fire Stick or something like that. It's just a little box. So hopefully you're watching this whole video to the end. Again, it's just a little box that I'm showing you here in this video, that you plug into your antenna, plug into your internet, plug a hard drive into it. Again, the newer ones do have hard drives built in. Some of them can even plug right into your TV. So look at their website to see what might be best for you. Tablo. I think it's tablo.tv, I believe is their website. But you can buy that device and just buy a Roku if you don't already have a smart TV that has the option. Or you can possibly get one of those that plugs right into your TV. Again, very easy way to do it as long as you can get the channels over the air on your antenna. I would highly suggest that you check to see if an antenna would work in your area first. There are plenty of resources out there. And I would ask that you just comment below. Do you currently use an antenna? What kind of antenna do you use? And if you do use an antenna, do you regret ever doing it? Do you want to go back?
Hey, so I'm sorry, guys. My camera actually ran out of space somehow, which has never happened before. So I'll have to take a look at that. But in any case, what I was saying that I want to make sure that everyone realizes that it's not the Tablo is not just a device that may just work on its own unless you have a smart TV that has that ability of downloading that app. You will need a smart device like a Roku or an Amazon Fire Stick, something, or an Android box of some kind, in order to use the actual app to watch that video on your TV. So or you can even use a computer or an iPad, Android tablet, or phone of some kind. But in any case, make sure you realize that it's not just a box that does everything. The box itself is its own little system. It doesn't require another computer or anything like that. It just requires basically internet. It requires an antenna, and it requires basically a smart device to hook up to, like an app within the Roku system or Android or Fire TV. So again, it's a great little device to have and to use. Hopefully you give it a shot and this intrigues you a little more. We're more than happy to talk more about that. We'd love to hear from people in the comments below. Let me know, are you using an antenna? What service are you using to record off of that, if you are? This is something that you've been using for some time, whether it be Tablo, Plex, HD Home Run, something like that. What do you love? What do you hate? And do you regret it? We'd love to hear back from you guys. As far as I'm concerned, for 7 years, I don't. Again, saving $7,000, I cannot complain. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Throw them in the comments, like and subscribe, and God bless.